there'd be no climate crisis if there was no racism, because big oil and big gas would have no place to do its dirty work. They choose communities of color, they choose indigenous communities, they choose communities of poor people who don't have the political power to fight back. You don't see these in Bel Air. You don't see these, maybe one at the high school used to exist and now it's gone, because white people run Bel Air. And so they don't put their wells here. All of LA is built on what used to be huge oil reserves. But they cite the drilling and the fracking in poor communities. They're called sacrifice zones. That's what they're called out in public by big oil and big gas, sacrifice zones. Who cares about those people as far as they're concerned? It kind of helps the 1% to have a climate crisis, because the people they want to get rid of will get sick and die all over the world. I mean, frankly, that's how I think their minds work. Okay? Climate sacrifice zones. And the mantra of sacrifice zones is, and this is really important, nothing about us without us. For decades, the environmental movement was racist. You didn't see people of color on the boards of the big green organizations. There was no attention paid to environmental justice. Environment you thought of as jungles and forests and wilderness lands and wildlife. But environment is everywhere that we eat and play and pray and go to work. Environment is Naleli's bedroom window, right? It's all environment, and we have to be really sensitive to the realities of the people who are suffering the most. And it's good to be able to say that the Biden administration appears to be putting extra attention on the frontline communities, the sacrifice zones.